a sad day for the NBA fan. We are losing something that we cherish. Probably the best sports show around right now. ar- Around right now, period. I think that we have ever had. We are losing inside the NBA because of people's incompetence. Inside the NBA was the best thing about the NBA season, period. Period. Especially when you got the Kenny, Charles, Shaq, and Ernie combo. That was the best thing about the NBA season, the most entertaining thing about the NBA season. And I'm pretty sure the NBA knew that. So for the NBA to make the decision that they did, that should let you know that somebody messed up royally. Royally. Period. Point blank. Because they knew for a fact they was gonna have some people watching inside the NBA. Everybody was watching it. Everybody. From the jokes were funny. Everything about it was entertaining. But WB had to fumble, and one person in particular was the one who fumbled everything. That one person is David Zaslav. No, not even a person, an idiot. An idiot. Idiot.
This is all your fucking fault. You ended my fucking life.
The NBA are now finalizing a media rights contract with ESPN, NBC, and Amazon this week. And I don't blame them because the deal will rank up to being over $7 billion per year. Per year, y'all. ESPN will pay 2.8 billion annually, which is up from the 2.6 billion that they were paying for the NBA's A package prior. That package will include the NBA Finals, a conference finals, weekly primetime games, and the WNBA will likely share the international rights. NBC's B package is believed to be worth 2.6 billion annually. We're going to get back to that later. 2.6 billion annually. Remember that number. Remember what I'm telling you about that. So, this should include a basketball night of America on Sunday night following the NFL season. So, don't worry, guys. This won't affect your NFL Sunday night games. This will start after. It will have a total of 2 primetime windows a week. We don't know what days those will be yet, but we know it'll be 2 primetime windows a week, a conference semifinals, and a conference finals. Now, remember, NBC is taking over for TNT and Warner. Amazon's deal is believed to be worth between 1.8 billion and 2 billion and will likely include the in-season tournament and the play-in, which will both have new names. They'll still be called the in-season tournament and the play-in, but it'll be a little different. They'll have a first-round playoff games, and the WNBA and international rights will be going to Amazon. Let me tell you how David Zaslav ruined this for all of us. Okay? He is Warner Brother Discovery's CEO. And he mishandled negotiations. Just like a lot of the negotiations and things that he has mishandled in the past. But he just ruined one of WB's main moneymakers. Okay? So, unlike ESPN, because ESPN is smart, they doubled their old right deal. Because if you have the rights deal, you have a certain amount of time where you could throw out an offer. The NBA gives you a certain amount of time. So ESPN, being, having a brain, they decided to double its old rights fee. So they were paying 1.4 billion prior. Now they're paying 2.8 billion, right? That's that you would think that's what you would do in a situation like that. So Mr. David here, he believed he would only have to pay between 1.8 billion and 2.1 billion and refused to double it to 2.4 billion. Why? How much sense does that make? You want to know why he did that? Because he believed that he could ultimately match any offer the NBA received for the package. Huh? I don't know if he realizes how popular the NBA is as a whole, but it's a lot more popular than you think, and it continues to make money all the time. All the time. How do you think these players are eventually going to be making $90 million? I'll even get to that later. We'll talk about that later too. But we're on big old Dave right here. Big old David. Mr. Smart Man. I don't know if y'all know, but WB is struggling mightily to half the time they be trying to sell off properties to make a profit. So this idiot thought he was going to be able to match anything that the NBA could get. So now they're in a hole to where the NBA feels like it is impossible for the WB Discovery to match. Because they probably can't. There's no way. They can't match it on a dollar to dollar or anything like that. Because most of the time they're in the hole. Guys, WB is in a hole. Why do you think every couple years they selling it somewhere else? Because they ain't got it like that. They ain't got the juice like that like they used to. Even though this idiot did what he did, the NBA will still give them a chance to match in total value. But the problem is, the NBA already knows that WB won't be able to match. WB Discovery knows that they won't be able to match. So here's what WB Discovery is trying to do. They are trying to contest its right to match the NBC's deal. Mind you, the NBA and WB have different definitions on what matching a deal would consist of. So they think they can match this deal another way, and they can't. They can't. $2.6 billion. Now, remember, like, come on, bro. Come on, man. Like, can we use our comments? You're supposed to be one of the smartest businessmen around, and this is the decision that you make. You try to play hardball with the NBA, knowing that it will have other suitors. Come on, bro. Come on. He was trying to pay 2.1. Let me rephrase it. Actually, he was trying to pay 1.8 to 2.1 billion, and NBC said, "Get that out of here, schmack. Let's block that. We about to pay you 2.6." There's nothing WB can do. WB Discovery is out of luck here. Shit out of luck. Pardon me. There should have been a lot more cuss words, but I'm trying to keep it a little PG. I'm really trying to keep it PG. That's what I'm trying to do. Because I'm just mind blown at the fact that he thought this was a smart idea, or the rest of the executives there thought that they could play hardball with the NBA. Like, it is not growing year by year. Like, this is just very disappointing as an NBA fan, because I don't want to watch NBC's playoff cover. I don't want to watch NBC's coverage like I don't. Especially when we had what we had. It's gonna be hard to match inside the NBA when it comes to the cover, just based off of the segments, the characters, all that. We're not gonna be no more Charles Barkley. Even though Charles Barkley used to make some of the dumbest predictions, it was funny. It was funny. Shaq was funny. Kenny, I mean, Kenny was cool. He was there. We not gonna see Kenny's fake beard no more. His dyed beard. We not gonna see that no more. Well, at least we might get it for one more season. The 2024 to 2025. We'll see it for that season. That's it. It's over. And Ernie's not leaving. Turner. He's not leaving. So at this point, I don't know if Ernie's gonna retire. He's 70, probably 70 plus at this point, years old. I wouldn't blame him if he's like, you know what, I'm kind of over it at this point. Because I would if I was in his shoes. So it's a tricky situation. We not gonna have no more, I guarantee, wrong predictions from Chuck. We not gonna hear where they going, Chuck. No more big old San Antonio women from Chuck. No more races to the board, Shaq tripping over cords and stuff. One of the things I would miss the most, gone fishing. Gone fishing was a staple. I loved watching Gone Fishing. 9 times out of 10, the Gone Fishing was hilarious. Just to see what they gonna put in them pictures. No more of that. That's gone. NBA, come on, man. Come on. I don't know why. I mean, not even the NBA. Warner Brothers. It's Warner Brothers' fault. It's just, it just hurts my soul. You know? It just hurts my soul. We just the more I talk about it, the more it just irritates and pisses me off. Because it's some bullshit. It's some bull. And the way he fumbled this soul, he was just y'all gonna hear me. This is a rant for sure. Because I don't understand it. It's just dumb. It's just dumb on their part. R.I.P. inside the NBA. At least we get one more season of it. It's gonna be really hard for NBC to top this. Maybe NBC can convince some of them to come on over to their side. I don't think it's likely. Maybe they might get a Shaq, they might get a Kenny. I think Chuck probably retires too. Because there's already been times that Chuck was like, I'm kind of done with this. It's cool, it's fun, but eventually it's going to, I need to do other things. Like play golf. He got that ugly horde swing, but he wants to play golf. What can we do? There's nothing we can do. Damn. Just damn. That's at least in the video some good news, I guess. Well, good news for NBA players at least. Because now that the NBA is going to be making $7 billion plus from these new TV rights, that means more money is going to go in their pockets. So that's good for them, you know. So the salary cap will continue to increase because of that. Usually it would increase a lot more, but let me tell you what the NBAPA decided. Well, let me say the NBA and the NBPA. You know, the Players Association and the NBA. You know, no one really likes the new CBA. And this is another dumb rule that the Player Association agreed to. They will only increase the salary cap by 10% per season. Another one of their dumb rules. But with that said, the salary cap will top $200 million beginning the 28-29 season. The Supermax that season at 35% of the cap will have a starting salary of $72 million. So once Jaylen Brown got that, remember when Jaylen Brown got that $300 million plus contract this season? And we was like, that is insane. How about we increase that? Because that $72 million a season will be worth $419 million over 5 seasons. And if it's a Supermax player, that 5th year will be worth $95 million. $95 million. I wish I was that talented. If I had the height, I might be out there. But I'm 5'9", y'all. Ain't nothing I can do about that. I ain't Isaiah Thomas, I wasn't that giftedly skilled. But if I was like 6'8", I was a nice rebounder for my size. If I was going against like 6'3" and lower, I was cool. I was bored. I was getting boards. They were surprised. They were surprised at young me, what I could do. Well, that's about as far as we went. I can score. I can score the ball against them too, but that's about it. I'm NBA good at 5'9". If I was like 6'8", I would have been a baller. Y'all be seeing me out there. But I digress. I wouldn't have been making $95 million. I wouldn't have made it that far. But I could have been a nice rotation piece. I ain't no superstar. I wouldn't have been no superstar, but I'd have been a nice team chemistry guy. The morale on that team would have been great. We would have been out there. Banger after banger. We would have been, I was a banger. That was me. I was an inside banger. I had a nice little jumper, nice little fadeaway. Kobe, my favorite player. Fadeaway was on point. That was my shot. You wasn't stopping my fadeaway. But I'm just $95 million, y'all. So by 2033-34 season, players will be making 9 figures per season if you are a Supermax player. That is wild to me. But that is good for them. That's good for the NBA as a whole, and that's good for the players. Because they deserve that money. They put on a show for us. And see, like I said, I'm going to end it on a good note. Thank you all for listening. Because I know y'all feel me on that inside. But let me not bring it up again, because we're going to end it on a good note. Congratulations, NBA. You guys are smart. Great tactics. 7 billion plus in revenue is about to be coming our way per season. That's great. Another W for Adam Silver. He keeps making W's. I understand why Disney wanted him and all these other places wanted him after they seen what he has done with the NBA. I get it. With that said, like, comment, subscribe, all that good gushy. But I'm out of here. See y'all next video. Peace.